Oh. Didn't see you there. I didn't see you there. Let me just go ahead and change the music. I don't get copyright claim for the stream. Let me change it to Roman Reigns' theme. I'm going with his current theme. Put the volume up a little bit. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Here's my title. Ow! Ah, damn it. Shoulder pains are really starting to bother the hell out of me. I should have probably prepared myself, but sometimes you gotta start something, but then you gotta get everything ready while it starts. I think that's how you pronounce it. So, yeah, I'm trying to get everything organized because this stream is gonna be about my future for my content, because I'm just not like not in that much of a good mode in terms of like the status of 25. I'm trying to make sure everything's good. Do I not? Is that paint? It shouldn't be paint. That's been dry for like weeks. There's no way it should be that. It should be still wet from the paint. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'll probably wait a couple before I drop the announcement. I'm just trying to get everything organized. I should have gotten organized. This is why you probably saw me getting everything prepared. Yeah, so I got my title here. Put on my right shoulder because my left shoulder here is fucked up. It's pain. It's been in pain since Tuesday, and it hasn't like healed up. It's actually getting a little bit worse. So, like, when I try to stretch it up, it just hurts. So I'll just put my title on this shoulder. I might not be champion tomorrow when the SummerSlam packs drop, and I get terrible odds. What up? What up? What up? So yeah, I might not be champion by tomorrow with the SummerSlam packs when they drop. So what up? What up? What up? What up? Came in to join the stream while I'll have some announcements regarding my content in a little bit. I'm just over here trying to get everything organized. But again, my championship won't be on the line. I mean, it will be on the line, but I might not be champion by tomorrow when the SummerSlam packs drop. I'm afraid I'll probably put on the line for like a live event requirement card. But if I don't get that card, then I lose it. So, really, it's gonna suck. Raphael, you ain't getting. It's like John Cena says, you get nothing. It's like John Cena says it. It's just, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? You get nothing. Damn, it's hard for me to hold this with one arm because my right arm is like fucked up. It's like fucked up and it's like not been like healing well. I don't know. So, I guess I'm just gonna show my paintings real quick. So, I might sneeze a little bit. So, my first one right here is, it's not that much like it's not that like anything that's too special, but it's like a blue sky background with a black X on it. I thought it kind of fit that WWE13 vibe with CM Punk on the cover of it, and it had like that black smoking background with the red X. So I went ahead and went for blue and black. I'm a dark color guy, so I went for this. I thought it looked kind of nice. Not the best, but I thought I can do better. And then this one's a little interesting. I tried doing Nexus drawing art piece. John Cena, he's just been ruining wrestling. I don't know what Abdullah means, but I don't know what he's talking about. But like I was saying, I was trying to work on a Nexus paint artwork, but it didn't came out well, so I went ahead and just did a Descendants custom, which is a black background with lettering, and you can't really see it, but there's like a drawing of the apple that the Descendants logo had. You can't really see it, but it's in a Sharpie. But again, because it's Sharpie and it blends in with the back background, you can't really tell. Yeah, I must. I know you must have loved John Cena's heel run, because I certainly have not. But then again, as someone who's been watching wrestling for years, I can understand when how John Cena's really ruining wrestling, because he's over here having like boring like point crazy matches that like have too much of the same shit. Of him doing the same heel dirty tactics just to win matches. Literally, like his best match ever as a heel at this point is his Money in the Bank match with Logan Paul against Jay and Cody. That's probably his best match. That'll probably change at SummerSlam when he faces Cody. I don't see Cody beating Cena. I do think I see. I can. A part of me thinks that Ron Killings is going to beat Cena because of what the WWE's storytelling with R-Truth. What up, man? What up? So, like, I'm thinking that R-Truth might beat Cena because of what happened at him when John Cena basically beat Truth and then got him fired. And then Truth returned. Like, the purpose, the thing that I'm seeing is that what's the point of having R-Truth come back, transform the Ron Killings, and not beat John Cena for the title? Like, just think about that for a second. R-Truth comes back, cuts his ponytail off, announces that he's Ron Killings, and doesn't win the title. The way it should have been booked as R-Truth just being Cena. Now, that's the part of me. I don't know who's going to be Cena, but that's who, like, a part of me wants to predict that R-Truth or Ron Killings is going to beat Cena for the title. Now, Seth Rollins could beat John Cena. That is a possibility, but I think Seth is probably going to make a surprise return at SummerSlam, cash in on Punk, and win the, hey, Fluffy. Seth's going to cash in on Punk, because Punk's going to beat Gunther at SummerSlam. Rollins is going to cash in, make a surprise return, and take the title off of Punk, furthering that storyline between Punk and Seth more. And that probably why Braun and Bronson beat Roman and Jay, kind of like a passing the torch towards them both. Yeah. My mom, when I went a few days ago when I found about it, I went to the kitchen and my mom was in the living room and I told her about it, and she said that she found out about it and she was going to let me know about it. And I was devastated by it because, like, a few days later, Ozzy Osbourne passed. Very better there. Yeah, I want to say, like, the product has been, like, kind of up and down a little bit because, like, WWE has been putting, like, a lot of stuff on TV show, like the TLC Triple Threat. That should have been on Mania, but at least we're getting a 6-pack TLC match, which should be a bar burner. I know it's going to be better than the SmackDown match. It probably will be because it's actually at SummerSlam. But I feel like the best, like, storyline for it is probably Solo and Jacob because of the whole bloodline story they've been telling, especially with Jacob and Solo. And they keep teasing some tension, and then it finally crumbled at Money in the Bank. But the only one I can think of, I think a match that's probably going to be underrated is Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. That match is going to be underrated because I've seen that Jelly Roll's been training, so he could be like Bad Bunny. Not as impressive as Bad Bunny, but almost can be on the same level as Logan Paul and Bad Bunny in the first match. Yeah, I think you're talking about Night of Champions, not Evolution, because Evolution was a really great pay-per-view. I think you're talking about Night of Champions, which was a pretty fine, I guess, Saudi Arabia show. We're definitely in the year of better Saudi shows. We're past the dark days of it. We're now in the good phase of it, where it's like good Saudi shows. But yeah, I feel like Punk and Cena was a little disappointing. Like there was like too much going on. There should have been more like story based. on it, and Solo being Jacob is kind of, it's a good and a bad thing because Jacob's reign kind of short. We're basically, I think we were just talking about like what Fluffy was saying. He was saying like Fluffy was saying about how the last pay per view. I think he was talking about Night Champions. I was basically, dude, can we put some respect on Logan Paul's name? That man can work his ass off in the ring. That man has created some viral moments, especially in his early days. Like he was even U.S. champion. Like even though he had like what 2 title defenses, and like he was like champion for like 200 plus days. The thing is though is that I feel like Triple H is like, I don't think it's like Triple H's fault any. Yeah, I feel like the first Evolution was a little bit more better because it was the first Evolution, but I think Evolution 2 was a little bit more better in terms of like the work weight of it. And the way that I'm seeing as I think about it, Io and Rhea, on paper, we've seen like how Rhea has been like begging and like whining about wanting to get her title back and how she should never be Io. Then the two had a match Evolution and they tore the house down and they had Naomi cash in. And the thing is that Triple H likes to give us these twists and turns where they think Naomi was going to cash in on Tiffany because she's a SmackDown star. I love how that storytelling goes into a situation like that, where Naomi goes on the Raw side and takes the Women's World title from the Raw brand. I like that concept, how people are saying how this superstar going to cash in on this champion because they're on the same brand, and then they go to the other brand and they take the title from that brand and stay on that brand. That's what I like about storytelling, because Triple H knows. See, because Triple H doesn't do like, he's not the best. I mean, he is the best, don't get me wrong. He's better than Vince. But I'm just saying, like, the point that I'm making is that Triple H doesn't have to be that perfect. He can make some mistakes, because that's what bookers do sometimes. There's a possibility some AEW stars could come back to WWE, like Chris Jericho and Jon Moxley. I guess you can say with the storytelling wise, because like the product is fine. It's just the storytelling is just been lackluster. And it's not as bad as it was when Vince was in charge from like 2021 to like half of 2022. Like I barely watched the product because I just got bored by the stories of those brands. Like I got bored by it. I tried to watch it, but like I just couldn't. And then when Triple H got in charge, I started watching the product again. It was actually getting a little more better. And here it is now, where it's like the storytelling is just like it's good, but then it could be bad at times. Like Triple H really needs to help. Like they need to start the big example of the John Cena heel turn. Like I don't get, like, the Mania 41 match was a complete disappointment for everybody, because like I like the build up of how they're building Cena's heel run with the promos and how he's like bashing crowds. Like the one from Brussels was like his best heel promo, and like Cody is like. Yeah, I see what you mean, Fluffy. I see what you mean by it, but I'm talking about like the John Cena heel turn. Like that's like one of the biggest flops right now in this terms of storytelling, because like John Cena doesn't have like that much good matches. Like John Cena vs. R-Truth at Saturday's main event, I was like going into that match, I was like a little hyped for it because I wanted to see like a aggressive version of R-Truth. I didn't want to see like a goofy R-Truth going in and trying to get Cena to turn back into a babyface. I want to have R-Truth become like Ron Killing, like it was in TNA. Like, and I was like, it was disappointing. It was really disappointing. And now going into the SummerSlam match in the street fight, I have like low expectations for it because while it's going to be better than the Mania match, like what's going to be the point? Cena's just going to do the same heel tactics where he's going to pretend he's going to go back to the face side, but then just go back to the evil side. Like, at this point, I don't really know what to expect from Cena's run now. I really don't. It's going to be the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. It's going to be annoying. So annoying. Oh, fuck, my shoulder. Possibly they could, they could possibly win. So like, if I had to predict it, I'd probably go with Sorry, it's just my shoulders a little bit in pain. If I have to pick a prediction, I'll probably go Randy Orton Jelly Roll. But I can see Logan and Drew winning because I know that Drew has lost a few matches ever since like his feud with Damian Priest, and I do think that Drew really needs some momentum back, so I can see that happening. But yeah, yeah, like that's the problem. The Rock not showing up at Mania, but Travis Scott alone. Like I didn't mind Travis Scott appearing because he was like a part of the heel turn. Him going by himself and like he was the main character really just like made no sense. Like if you're gonna have Travis Scott appear at WrestleMania, why not have The Rock with him? Like The Rock was the reason for the John Cena heel turn, and he has not shown up since the Elimination Chamber. And I bet you he's not gonna show up at SummerSlam either. I could be wrong, but he might not. Like, that's the number one thing that makes no sense about John Cena's heel turn is the appearance of the final boss. And that's The Rock. And the thing is, though, like, I want to go back to Triple H about the storytelling. Like, sometimes storylines doesn't need to end at PLEs all the time. Like, the Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman storyline is, like, a perfect example of a storyline that doesn't need to be on a PLE. Because, like, Bronson Reed, like, when he took out Seth, that was a big deal. Because, like, it showed that Bronson was, like, a big monster. And then he had that match with Braun Strowman, a match. But then, like, those two, like, they beat the fuck out of each other. They started destroying everything in that arena. And it was a Raw show. And it didn't even end at PLE, it ended on a Raw show. And I didn't mind it because, like, not every storyline has to end at a PLE. Some storylines have to end on weekly shows because they're not that important. Even sometimes I can defend title matches being on weekly shows and not PLEs because like title matches not all time matches be that important to go on a PLE. They could be on weekly shows. So like, and like for the Sami and Gunther match having a Raw after Bad Blood, I didn't really like care that much that it was gonna be on Raw because they didn't have Sami go out there and just win a match that got him the right to face Gunther at Bad Blood. They were just having a storyline where Sami kept begging for Gunther to give him a world title shot, and Gunther kept refusing, and yet it led to him having a match with Sami on Raw, finally. Gunther finally extended the match, but not really at Bad Blood. So, like, the point I'm making is that storylines... The other thing is that when they keep repeating matches over and over again, it doesn't make any sense to... They refit... Yeah, they really need to stop, like, repeating the same matches. Like... If you're gonna repeat the same matches, put them at least in different stipulations. Not just have the same like one-on-one singles match and a one-on-one singles match at every PLE. It's ridiculous. It gets stale at times. Like it literally gets stale at times when bullshit like that happens. What up? What up? What up? What up? All right. In a little bit, I will announce the future of my content in a little bit. I'm just saying like what's going on right now in WWE right now. So yeah, we got SummerSlam 2 nights tomorrow night and not tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is SmackDown. And that's when the SummerSlam packs are gonna drop. We were talking about the current product right now of WWE, and I'm over here about to say that tomorrow will be the release of SummerSlam packs. I will drop my SummerSlam pack opening. Yeah, I don't know, like, Vince was like, he just loved those repeatable matches. He loved those repeatable matches, and it got really stale. Like, I'm trying to think of a repeat match. I'm trying to think of a repeated match that he did. Oh, yeah. Rhea and Charlotte, 2021. Bobby and Drew. And those are the only two matches. And ironically, they were on Raw. Yeah, like, the thing is with Bobby and Drew, like, they had a banger at WrestleMania Backlash, and they had a pretty good Hell in a Cell match, but, like, nobody wanted to see, like, repeats of the matches. And, like, with Charlotte and Rhea, I feel like their match at WrestleMania Backlash was a little bit better. Hell in a Cell was probably the worst match Like I watched it and I just felt bored by it. Like I didn't really care that much about that match. And like I'm gonna say this right now. The only rivalry that I'm gonna let slide for having repeatable matches is Sami Zayn against Kevin Owens because they can put on bangers every freaking time they're in the ring. Well, most of the time they have bangers, but 95% of the time when they're in the ring, they have a banger. And they can have like 100 matches in a row, and I would not get bored by it because those two can work in the ring. That's the only field that I can think of that I can have an exception to the repeatable matches thing that you said, Fluffy. Kevin and Sami can work. Yeah, like the thing is, you don't need to go like you don't need to just leave WWE and just watch AEW full time. You can watch both shows if you want. Like it doesn't really matter. Like, and again with the Sami and Kevin thing, like I didn't really mind. I loved their match on SmackDown in 2021. That the last minute stadium match for the Money Bank qualifier. Love that. I am a pretty chill guy at times, but when there's like a big like problem, especially in 2K25 right now, I'm not gonna be a chill person. I'm gonna be like a ranting person, raising my voice and shit. Yeah, but I just haven't watched AEW that much anymore. Like I watch the clips on YouTube. I just haven't been like watching AEW that much. I've been more paid to WWE because I've been like more of that type of fan than AEW. But I'm not gonna lie, AEW does have some good. The roster is amazing, and their their pay per views can really hit. They can really hit at times. So nothing against AEW at all. I just don't pay attention that much to it. Excuse my voice. So, hope I don't get a copyright claim for the Roman Reigns theme song, cause like, there's no way I can get a copyright claim for this. So, yeah, I was over here grinding my fashion points for a while, and then I was gonna live stream. Yeah, I feel like AEW's storylines have probably been a little. Alright, you too, man. You too, man. You too. But again, but yeah, AEW storylines. They've just been like pretty lackluster. Like, I can't think of a good storyline like right now. I would say I think Kenny Omega as AEW World Champion in 2021 was probably his like. There were some great like storylines with him. I liked Hangman Adam Page's storyline in 2021 when he was chasing the AEW World Championship and his storyline with the Elite. I really appreciated that storyline and how it developed to him winning at Full Gear, and that really like it was like a really great match with Omega. It was really emotional too with the Young Bucks getting involved. Well, they weren't really getting involved, but they were like because they were like friends with Page and Omega. So like I liked how they Tony Khan put that storyline into it, and yeah, there was that. And for CM Punk, I think his best storyline in AEW was his MJF 100%. Like the promos were amazing. The in-ring work was fire. The dog collar match is probably the Punk's best match in AEW. And like I said, when they first started, they have some pretty good storylines. Now it's just been kind of off a good storytelling here and there. They can have their hits and misses, because no one's gonna be a perfect company. No one. They're gonna have their hits and misses. But the thing is, if you're gonna miss on some certain storylines, you gotta make up for the misses and try to make good storylines. Yeah, they don't need to be like a competitive WWE. They could just focus on their own storylines. Because like, I remember TNA before they even did the Monday Night Wars, they were focused more on their in-ring quality, which led to some really good matches. Like my favorite TNA match is AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels versus Samoa Joe at Unbreakable. Like I just watched that match a few weeks ago, like the full match, no cap. I watched the full match. I loved it. I loved like every second of how those three had good chemistry to one another. My favorite spot match was Samoa Joe did that corkscrew suicide dive off the top rope on Daniels and AJ. That match, like bro, that match slapped. In in TNA. That match slapped. And when I say it slapped, it really slapped. Like, if you didn't watch that match, go check it out. It's on YouTube right now. There's a full match on YouTube to watch it. Because, bro, that match is fire, man. And it was for the X Division title. It's for a mid-card title. I see you, man. I see you. And the thing is, though, is that, the thing about these mid-card titles is that you don't sleep. What up, Noah? You don't sleep on these mid-card champions in any promotion, man. You don't sleep on the mid-card champions. Because they can pull out bangers. Like Gunther with the Intercontinental Championship had put on bangers. His match with Sheamus, banger. His match with Drew McIntyre and Sheamus at WrestleMania, banger. Appreciate you, Noah. Appreciate you, Noah. Closing in on 1.8k subscribers. His match with Chad Gable on Raw, banger. Like, his match with Sami Zayn in WrestleMania, a banger. His match with Ciampa and The Miz, bangers. Jey Uso, banger. Like, bro, Gunther can work in the ring. I wouldn't say it's, like, more kid-friendly, because, like, the sponsorships are, like, way over the top. And it's not like 2010 to 2012, where it was, like, way too kid-friendly. Way too kid-friendly in 2010 2012. It's not like that in 2025. It's not. Nice stuff, Noah, in UFC. Yeah, I like UFC. I played some UFC games. But we're 26 minutes to stream. I think it's time for me to make my announcements. So, I have a few announcements I would like to make to my subscribers. So, all you guys in the stream, good. Shout out to y'all in the stream right now. So, I did announce that I was going to do my giveaway, my first ever giveaway, soon when I hit 2K subscribers. That giveaway might be in jeopardy because of what I'm about to say right now. If either the SummerSlam packs or if any new packs I draw in my faction, if 2K thinks it's cute to increase the pricing of those packs, I am not going to buy any new 2K game anymore. I'm not going to buy 26. I'm not going to buy 27, 28, 29. I'm not buying any new 2K game if 2K thinks it's cute to increase the damn pricing on those packs. I'm not going to. I'm going to be like TH Jamie and not buy 26. And that means that, because I want, by the time I hit 2K subscribers, 26 will probably be out. And I want to do a giveaway for that, for 26. But I might cancel that giveaway if they increase the pricing. So I'm going to be letting you know. I'll be letting my subscribers know if they ever increase the pricing, I'll drop a short. And I'm going to announce on that short that I'm not going to buy any game and I'm going to be canceling the giveaway. Because 2K is going to be a real scum company and they're going to lose me. And I'm still going to make content for you guys on 25. And I'm going to make content for 2K23. Not for 24, because 24, like, it has so many bugs. So many game-breaking bugs that I just can't play it. At 23, there's barely any bugs. I can sit down and play 23 and have some banger matches. 25, I can have some okay bangers, but not much as 23. But I'm not gonna buy 26 if 2K thinks it's cute to increase the pricing on the new packs. On any new packs. So that's announcement number 1. Announcement number 2 is about 2K Pun's giveaway that I'm going to be collabing with him on. There's going to be, I think there's 4 winners. I think there's 4 winners of 100K VC. And, I am going to be presenting one winner of the giveaway. Hold on. I'm over here trying to look at the update for my faction, so I'm losing track. So, I have put one winner, only one winner, not 2, not 3, just one winner. They're going to get a choice of what superstar they want me to give an alternate attire for. It could be anybody of your choosing. Any male, any female, even the ones I already created, like AJ Styles or LA Knight or Roman Reigns. It could be anybody of their choosing, and that goes to that person that wins the giveaway. So that's the second announcement. That me and 2K Pun doing a collab in mid-September for our giveaway. Shout out to 2K Pun. Make sure you subscribe to him. I shout out to him in my community posts and on some of my YouTube shorts. He has commented on most of my videos, so if you want to go check him out, he makes some really banger content. So yeah, that's number 2. 1 second though, I'm gonna look at the update for my factory right now, and I'm gonna try to think of what other announcements I have for my channel. So give me 1 second, guys. You can go ahead and chat if you want.
Okay, so let's go here. It's nice.
Ooh, very interesting. I thought something that was very interesting that just went down. Alright. It looks like we're going to be cooking in August. Because the superstar of the month for August is good old Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And it looks like he has an Amethyst Persona card. And we're going to be getting a pink diamond Roxanne Perez. Looks to be a really good Roxanne card. And we got a new numbers game live event, August. And we got a Diamond Bret Hart. With a decent badge package. Not like the best, but it could work. Of course, we got no new things on World Tour, which is another thing. World Tour desperately needs a new update. We need an update on World Tour anytime soon. Because this game is ridiculous. Locker codes, we need locker codes for those cards that we don't have yet. Yeah, I'll probably drop my SummerSlam pack opening at like before 12. Let me go back because I saw the live events, but they didn't like. I know those are they brought back the Dragon Lee live event, so you can get Braun Strowman lock in for Triple H. I think Triple H is in the live event. I'll go ahead and check. I do know that Roman Reigns is gone, so you can't get Stone Cold. Okay, it's back. Okay, so the encore is here for Bronson Reed, which I already did, so nothing about that. Oh, okay, so Dominic is Superstar of the Month. You're gonna need the Sapphire from WrestleMania 40. Oh god, this is crazy. Too crazy to be exact. World of Prompts do not appear. Okay, so you need a Sapphire Dirty Dom to face Rey Mysterio. So you need a Sapphire WrestleMania 41 Dominic Mysterio, which is in the card market. You can get him. Once you get him, you can qualify for his live events, and you'll have to face Rey Mysterio for this first one. And World of Prompts do not appear, and this is a backstage brawl. And you get a gold Dominic. Then there's another backstage brawl. You need to use that Dominic card, that gold one, to face a Dragon Lee, which has three finishers as his modifier, and you'll get the Sapphire. You need that Sapphire to face Diesel and Shaquille O'Neal in a 1-on-2 handicap backstage brawl. With the Sapphire you got from the live event, and Dominic's movement speed is increased for his modifier. And the last one is a casket match. You'll need to use that Amethyst Persona card, Dirty Dom, to face Demon Finn Balor, which does with 3 finishers. All attacks do 25% more damage and recover 10% of damage. And there's no reversal prompts. The lights are blacked out, and Dive Bomb damage is double. And once you do all that, you should lock in for Pink Diamond Roxanne Perez, which by the time this Roxanne does come out, we're probably going to be getting more. We're going to be getting Pink Diamonds in packs. And if they even think about increasing the pricing, like I said, I'm not buying 26. I'm going to stop there. So we got the August Smash Static, which is another disappointment because we got 2 basic packs. We're possibly going to be getting We're probably gonna get some other packs, probably some SummerSlam packs in there. So let me take a look at this. So all this live events should be expiring tomorrow. Also, the Stone Cold. So tomorrow is gonna be the last. I'm playing 2K25 right now in my faction. So yeah, today's the last day to get the Stone Cold. To get this AAA Persona card. Umaga goes for another 2 days for his encore. Javon Evans, no, not Javon. Austin Theory is a card that everyone should be getting. Dragon Lee should be in the card market tomorrow, because that's when the Money to Bake pack should be in the card market. I already have him because I pulled it from single packs. And I already got Dirty Dom, because I got him from the card market. I think he was needed for Roman. Yeah, he was the only card I was missing, so I got him from the card market. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream. I think I'm going to end the live stream. So I got to get to grinding my faction. So yeah, so that's where my announcement. My announcement was that if 2K increasing my third announcement was that I'm going to put my title on the line for, I think I'm going to put for the live event requirement card for SummerSlam. I'll put my title on the line to get the live event requirement card. But another thing is that if there's a good Lola Vice card, because my alter ego, his future baby mama, is Lola Vice. If there's a good Lola Vice card, I'm gonna do a $20 try to get that Lola Vice card and see if I can pull the requirement. The non-title match will be for the live event requirement card, but the title will be on the line for Lola Vice. But if she's not in the packs, my title's gonna be on the line for that live event requirement card. And yeah, that's my third. So that's my first one. Second one is that if 2K increasing the pricing of packs going forward, I'm not gonna buy 26. I'm just not gonna buy any more future 2K games. I just can't get with 2K right now. So yeah, it's probably gonna be my last game of WWE unless 2K doesn't increase the pricing. If they keep the pricing how it is and don't increase it, I'll buy 26 and I'll drop some content for that. But if they do, I'm not going to buy 26. I'm just going to buy GTA 6 when it comes out. And my third option was about 2K Pun's giveaway, which I'll be collabing with him on. So, yeah, 8 minutes into the stream. Going to end it off here. So, final boss and the leader of Descendants is out. Peace.